What's going on, everybody? It's your boy here, Jared, aka Big Man Sports Cards, and today is part 2 of my set collecting journey. This set is a personal favorite of mine, one that I found somewhat difficult to complete. I would say, out of a scale of 1 to 10, I would say probably around a 4. There was only really one card that I had a tough time finding, and you'll see why in a minute. This set is the 1989-1990 NBA Hoops. And I picked this set out to complete because one of my favorite players is a rookie in here, and that is David the Admiral Robinson. This set has a bunch of key rookies, a bunch of different Hall of Famers, and several variations. So as we look through here, we're going to look at some of the Hall of Famers. We got Drew Dumars as number 1 in the set. As we go through, the design is pretty basic. Got a Chuck Daly. He's a Hall of Famer coach. But yeah, you can tell it's just a nice circular window shaped picture with the name on top, as you can see with the Chris Morris. Let's see, where's Michael Jordan? There's Reggie Miller. And we got ourselves Carl the Mailman Malone. Danny Manning is one of the key rookies in here. I'll point out the other few that I thought were important. Ralph Sampson is a Hall of Famer. And if you ever ripped any of this stuff, it's really hard to find that David Robinson. I think I ripped maybe 2 boxes of this and found one David Robinson. And it was really hard to find. Just because his cards were printed in a certain way that a lot of the times they got cut off or they were misprinted. So finding a good one was really hard to find. Chris Milne over here. So as we go through, you can see, like I said before, the basic design. A lot of guys you'll recognize and some guys you don't. This was a few years before my time, but still an enjoyable set to do. We got the highlight reel, Dominique Wilkins. So this is the first binder, and as you can see right there, you got the Admiral himself, David Robinson. So it's in pretty good condition. I would probably say it's about PSA 8, PSA 9, some curved corners on there. I'm not going to take it out because I don't feel like I'm not going to grade it. So some of the other key rookies as we go to the next binder include Thunder Dan Marley and part of the Run TMC Mitch Richmond. Let's see if we can find one of the variations. Well, the very last card is a variation. Let's just flip to that. This was the second hardest card to find because it was so short printed. And here it is. It was this card right here. The 1989 World Champions Detroit Pistons card. So there were actually 2 of these cards. This card is the really short printed one, and you can only find by finding it in a box. And there's the other one that just says Detroit Pistons World Champions on it. No picture of any, like there's no Isaiah Thomas, there's no picture. And if you requested it from the NBA or the or Hoops, or Panini, excuse me, then you can get it. So it was really hard to find if you ripped it, and I got lucky to find it. So that's really it for part 2 today. That is 1989-1990 NBA Hoops. Thanks for watching. Look out for part 3, or maybe other videos. Thanks for watching. Good night, everybody.